Our first
Hi.
time revisitors. We've done about, I don't know, 60, 70 bands. You guys are the first time to revisit.
Sweet.
Oh,
thanks for having us back.
That. The album wasn't out yet when we saw you last. The album is out now. What do you guys, what's the perception been so far? I heard you say earlier tonight that it's been getting radio airplay, and that's been a little different for you. Certainly, it's a good thing. Do you think that comes with being on the major label? Do you think that has anything to do with it?
Absolutely. I mean, this was really our first shot at radio, you know, in the grand scheme, and it definitely comes from having, you know, a much larger and a much more experienced radio department at Interscope. It's really cool. Like, you know, it's a new opportunity for us. It's something that we've never, you know, broken into before. So it's a learning experience. We're sort of still kind of figuring out the ins and outs of it and how it all goes down. But at the end of the day, you know, it's an effort to try and get the band name out there a little bit more and to get some new listeners and some new people to hopefully come to our shows.
Coming from like a touring band who's been touring for like 5 years and have really done so many things, it's kind of like the next step for us.
Yeah.
Kind of like uncharted land.
Exactly. No, you know, you just hope that, you know, you hope that some of the people listening come out to a show. Like, it's really about the live show for our band. It's, you know, that's what we focus on. That's what matters to us. I think live music, no matter what else is happening in the industry, whether songs are leaking, people are downloading music for free, whatever it is, you can never take away from the live show. That's always going to be there. So I think, you know, it's very important for us to just try and draw attention to the fact that we'll be in people's towns and stuff like that, which is why we're always on the road. Like, it's just we really focus on breaking into a new audience.
And they said, when are they coming back? And you guys haven't even played tonight.
That's kind of cool, actually.
No, it's amazing. It's very, very cool. You know, we try to, I don't know what it is, but we try to deliver something unique and something fun and something memorable. And
can you put your finger on it? What is it?
I'm not entirely sure.
We like to call it cool.
Well, we like to call our shows like an experience, not only like a normal show.
Right.
Kind of like involve the crowd. We involve like we talk about ourselves. We tell stories. It's kind of like an experience.
Yeah, we keep it loose, and I think.
And it's a different experience every time.
Yeah, for that reason, it's not, you're not just going and seeing the same old show over and over again. Like, not to call anybody out, but like, say you go see like a Taylor Swift concert, and I love Taylor Swift, so don't get me wrong on this, but like that's a production. Like it's the same show every single night, and if you see it 3 times on one tour, it's the same thing. With our show, you know, we haven't by any means even had the chance to do something like that, but it's also, it's a little bit more natural, it's a little bit more you know, underplayed, and like, it's not scripted, it's not.
So you're not going to
planned.
say the same thing in between songs every night.
Yeah, exactly. It's something. If you come to multiple shows, you're gonna walk away having a different experience, and I think that's part of what continues to draw people back. It's the fact that something new is going to happen every time.
How do you do that? Because to me, it seems like it would be the easy route to just say the same thing. Okay, song 4 is done.
Right.
I'm going to say my same spiel I said last night.
It's actually, in my mind, harder.
Really?
Because then you have to remember what to say every time.
Yeah, I don't know.
We just kind of go up there, and every day there's no pressure. You just kind of be yourself.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think it makes it a little easier, to be honest.
Yeah, I think one of the cool things for us is like we've set ourselves up to be in a position where we can just be ourselves, and I think that's really what makes it unique. We can just go out there and do what we want to do and have fun and connect with the audience, and it's comfortable. It's not weird. People aren't expecting us to, you know, be something.
Absolutely. Alex, you did get a new tat. I noticed that. What's the significance of that on the family member that you're talking about? Is that a loss? Is that what? It
was a loss. Yeah, it's just to pay tribute to somebody that I cared about quite a bit that passed away. Yeah.
And how does getting a tattoo add significance for you as opposed to maybe another way of paying tribute to someone?
Well, I'm from the UK originally, so I can't always be there to visit a gravesite or whatever it may be. So this was just kind of my way of doing it.
You been working on that Scrappy Doo voice at all? Last time we saw him, he was giving us a Scrappy Doo imitation.
It was really bad.
Was it?
Probably really bad.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I was making fun of it because it was bad. But
I'm really bad at doing impressions. You know, some people.
But he does them all the time.
Yeah,
it's very weird.
But, like, some people can just hear a voice and replicate it like immediately.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm not one of those people.
That's okay. See, I go around my house with my wife and I sing parodies to our dogs.
Oh, yeah.
And my wife's like, "What are you doing?" Like I might take dancing and just completely parody it. It's something about my dog.
In your head, it's like hilarious, and everyone else is like, yeah.
It's actually it's perfect in my head when my wife's looking at me like.
The dogs appreciate it.
They do because they don't understand me.
They told me.
No, they do.
No.
They do.
They told you.
And they love it.
We got a dog whisperer in the band.
They're big fans.
Nice. I gotta ask a question for Francine, who's from the Philippines. I said we have a very big Filipino following. They really love you. They want to know what your show might be like, because they've seen a lot of YouTube videos, but they want to know what the show might be like when you head overseas.
I think it's going to be what you would expect. It's going to be a lot of energy. It's going to be unique. It's going to be, personal. It's going to be something that only they get.
Probably some good stories.
Some good stories and
stories.
Yeah, we're going to make the most of it. I think it's one of those things where it's a unique opportunity to be able to go, all around the world and play your music for people that care. And so we'll do our best to make it unforgettable.